You know how to find me on Facebook? There's several Mickey Birds.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, we see the autograph.
Be well, Bob. Okay. Let's go.
Pat, he's a dear friend of mine. We've known each other 20 years. We did acting together. He's going to come into the show in the middle where we're talking, out of nowhere. He's going to walk up to the microphone. He's going to start singing Juan Cantamero. Mr. Cooper, can you give me a shot? Do you like what I'm doing? So he's going to come up to you, and I want to just tip you up so you know what's going on.
Who wrote this stuff?
Keep open this spot. Joe, you want to sit over here on the side?
Everybody just comes out here.
Anybody.
Anybody come out here.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there an empty chair here? Joey, here, take one of these. Sit over there.
Finished.
The people that this man has worked with, Frank Sinatra, we'll talk about that before the end of the show. I want to ask you what happened with Frank Sinatra. But Martin and Lewis, who wrote the prelude to Pat Cooper's book. Am I right? Jerry Lewis wrote the prelude. And he's worked with Sammy Davis Jr. He worked with Bobby Darin, Tony Martin, Jimmy Rosselli. He did something on Broadway. It's amazing.
The new midnight show with Victerno? Can I see it? It's great. It's funny. They got beautiful woman, sexy woman. I watch it all the time.
We got Fred. We got the great Pat Cooper.
Yep.
We got Mickey Burns here. We got Carl Thomas. And we got Ernie Barry. And we got the little Barry down here too. Joe Barry.
Mr. Paul Thomas. Mr. Mickey Burns. Mr. Ernie Barry. Now let's welcome the godfather of all late night talk shows, Mr. Victerno.
Okay, now let's get on with the show. I want to thank everybody for coming, and let's get on with our first guest, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pat Cooper. So let's start the show. I wanted to say this. Pat, he got his start early with a gentleman by the name he bumped into, and Pat can elaborate, by the name of Willie Weber.
Right.
And Willie was, everybody knows who the famous Jackie Gleason is, the Honeymooners, the show in Florida or New York. Willie Weber happened to see Pat, and I guess maybe doing a show. I know Pat was working for $10, $20, $30 a show at the time.
And everybody in the neighborhood was going, "Oh, buddy, we love you. You're from the neighborhood." My father thought I was out of order because from old-fashioned people, you don't talk about them. And they thought I was talking about them. I was saying things about my father made him a genius. And my father believed it. When I went out with a Japanese girl, my father says, "You treat her like she's your sister." I went with a black girl, "You treat her like she's your sister." And one night I said, "Pa, I'm going out with a Sicilian. Kill her."
We're here with Pat Cooper on the Midnight Show. Only Victerno in the Midnight Show got Pat Cooper. We got the famous Carl Thomas. We had a great show.
Yeah.
And thanks to Fred Kasia. Thanks, Fred.